Inflation Reduction issue.
Is Joe Biden ready to go nuclear on China? According to a report in the New York Times, the American president has approved a highly classified nuclear strategic plan. But here's the big catch. It focuses on China's rapid expansion of its nuclear arsenal. Pentagon believes China's nuclear stockpiles will rival the size and range of the US and Russia over the next decade. But it's not just about China. The US is preparing for a possible coordinated nuclear challenge from China, Russia, and North Korea. In the past, the likelihood that US's enemies could come together and outmaneuver the American nuclear arsenal seemed remote. But the emerging partnership between Russia and China and the arms North Korea and Iran are providing to Russia for the war in Ukraine have changed Washington's thinking. Russia and China are conducting military exercises together. There are reports that Russia is aiding North Korea and Iran's missile programs in return. Under President Xi Jinping, China has accelerated its nuclear expansion at a rapid pace. The Pentagon estimates that China's nuclear force will expand to 1,000 by 2030 and 1,500 by 2035. That is roughly the numbers that the US and Russia deploy right now. In fact, Beijing appears ahead of that schedule and has reportedly begun loading nuclear missiles into new silo fields. The other point of concern for the US is that China has halted a short-lived conversation about improving nuclear safety and security. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has had no qualms in flaunting his nuclear weapons, which are now believed to be more than 60 in number. North Korea also issued a fresh nuclear warning after US began its annual joint military drills with South Korea. This year's exercises focus on improving their capabilities to deal with growing threats posed by North Korea. But Pyongyang said these defensive exercises resemble the historical behavior of countries preparing for conflict and accused the US and South Korea of rehearsing a beheading operation against the Kim Jong-un regime. The global nuclear landscape will be a big concern for whoever is sworn in on January 20th as the new American president. Trump or Harris will confront a changed and far more volatile nuclear landscape than the one that existed just about 3 years ago. Russian President Vladimir Putin has repeatedly threatened to use nuclear weapons against Ukraine. The Middle East is already on edge as the war in Gaza is nearing a year and there is a growing threat of a wider regional conflict. North Korea has doubled down on its nuclear program, and China's nuclear complex is now the fastest growing in the entire world.